Hello, we're live. So welcome to the program. I'm here with a special guest tonight at the Blockchain Center, and I want to welcome Karen. Karen, welcome.
Hi, thanks. How are you going?
Fantastic. Now, before we go a bit further into the company, tell a bit about your background.
My background, I'm actually a fighter pilot in the Air Force with project management experience and a whole lot of teamwork and leadership opportunity stuff as well. I'm working with my other co-founder who's actually an aircrew in the Air Force as well, and he's dedicated science project management at the moment at the Science and Technology Organisation.
Okay, so you have a team at the moment and the startup night here. How did you come about with Visitours?
Yeah, so I'm a traveller by nature. I love travelling. I do as much of it as I can. So I was reading a book from Tim O'Reilly, actually, who's a Web 2.0 kind of guru. And he was talking about sharing economies, and he was talking about unlocking hidden economies within those. So I looked at the data market, I looked at travel, and went, where is a whole lot of value? And a whole lot of value is in silos like TripAdvisor, for example. So how can we decentralize and distribute that value that they're taking to the people within the community such that it benefits them? We just create a very similar thing to TripAdvisor, but with more functionality for the community, and then monetize it in a very similar way.
Now you've got a great story before about the man. Tell us about that. How did that story come about?
Well, that triggered me on. So when I was talking to this man on the bus, he had so much information, but he couldn't unlock it, right? And then when I thought about unlocking economies in this book that I read, I was like, how do I unlock information from everybody, and then how to give them that value of that information back, right? So a big part of cryptocurrency is that you can create value because you can now value things that have not been valued before, such as people's information that kind of have too many barriers to entry to get it out.
You also touch about data. It's so valuable in this day and age. How important is it?
100%. Data is the new economy, right? You're starting to see projects coming out there for use of data. Many cryptocurrency projects. Ocean Protocol is one I really like. It's matching data with AI to increase the effectiveness in AI and give that to people as well. Like, data is not only valuable, it's also very effective when used correctly. So if you can use that data in the right way for a community, you're going to be kicking goals for them everywhere. Okay,
so look like you've got the right market here. A lot of people are looking into that, especially in the monetization platform. We're starting to see reward coming back to the community. So how does your platform work? How does your
100%. So we do it in two ways.
Yep.
So all the revenue that we create from user data, obviously they have to give us a permission to use that. But we've all got that on the blockchain as well. So everything's verifiable, and any revenue that comes in, we got a smart contract. We know who's registered for it and who's giving that information. The money that comes in just goes straight to those people. So 80% of it goes to the people who provided the information, 10% goes to maintaining the platform, and 10% actually goes to the backing pool of the token. So we're trying to create a price floor and give people a little bit more of a kick and an incentive to creating that information, and give them a little bit of value on the platform as well.
Okay, so the industry has a lot of, a lot of ideas of where to go and so on. A lot of people are traveling around the world, but to build a trust, how important is it in this traveling industry?
100%. It is so important. So the reason nobody trusts information on TripAdvisor is because they don't know who it came from, right?
Right.
There's actually statistics out there. So of the 92% of people that use online data, 56%, I think it is, get that, or the trusted information they actually get from family and friends. So if you can create a network of people who are family and friends and are trusted, and you can verify that they are those people and that that information is theirs, you can actually create trust separately. So I trust him, you trust her. Well, if you trust her, I trust her because we're friends, right? So you can start to verify that as well and create a trusted community. But it's not only that verification of information, that's just one way. There's also what you're doing on the platform. It's the things you like, you can really create a community out of that.
So you're going to build a greater community along the way. So going back to blockchain, I come across Bitcoin 2009. When did you come across?
So I remember I downloaded MetaMask for the first time in like 2014, I think it was.
Wow.
So I was like, what is going on here? I don't know what this is. And just kind of building since then. Yeah, but mainly got into investing in cryptocurrencies and starting to build projects early last year.
Yep. Okay, so going back to your company, right? So why blockchain? How important is it for you incorporating into this?
100%. Like the economies of the future are sharing economies. And the best way to have a sharing economy is such that the people who are sharing are actually extracting the value from that. Well, they're not extracting it, they're actually putting it in, so they're getting rewarded for that. Uber, Airbnb have showed us that sharing economies work, and as soon as we start distributing those even more, because we can with blockchain and automation, which makes it trusted, makes it automated, and that's it, like game over, sharing economies for the win.
Exactly, and moving online, so in terms of online activity, especially social media platform,
100%, yep.
I'm very active on Facebook. What about you? Which platform out of the social media platform are you active with and why?
Yeah, mostly Facebook, because my friends are on Facebook, right? It's a really good way to get information from them. But the other one is YouTube. So I like YouTube for inspiration. I travel a lot. I use videos to figure out what looks good, where I want to go, and I like sharing videos and seeing what other people are up to as well. Yeah.
Okay, so where are we now? What stage are we at the moment? Are we looking for investors, looking for raising funds, or where are we at now?
So because we're an actual community, what we're looking for now is we're not interested in money. Money is less important to us. We're actually interested in building community and finding people that can get a kick out of working with us. So it could be either travel businesses, travel organizations that want a little bit more audience, or would get a kickback from associated with a blockchain project. We have our use cases for people, they have their use cases. If we can bring them together and build a network that's win-win, like that's best for us, right? Funding will come at some stage once we decide on the way we're going to do that. But really, to be honest, it's a social network for people traveling. So we're trying to provide that network for people. That's valuable for them.
Social network is big, and if you look at the top 5 most visited website in the world, number 1 is Google, number 2 is Facebook, and then YouTube, right?
Yep.
If you target those. So being able to start your social media platform like Visitours, that's going to build a lot of opportunity for you and the organization that attract. So where do you see the next year or two?
Where do I see in the next year or two? So really we're all about building community. And then tailoring the community to what the community wants. So it's going to be a very open platform. But the big things that we're going to be looking at is information, good information from trusted people that people can trust on the platform. That brings in a lot of value for people. A lot of people use online information. They don't necessarily trust it yet, but they use it. So information platform. The other one is building the community in terms of bounties wise. So it's their community, they're going to build it. We're going to incentivize them to build it as well. So we're looking at creating trust by moderating the platform in a DAO sense by the community, looking at getting that information. We're looking at starting causes and building groups for the community to travel together and enjoy that as best they can.
Okay, trust is the key. So thanks so much for being on the show tonight, and we hope you can catch up again for some amazing updates in the near future. Before we go, how do our viewers contact you?
So if you just jump in our Telegram, is probably the easiest way to do it. Get us on there, or you can get us at Visitours.io. We're all there as well. Fantastic.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the show. We hope to catch up again, Kieran, and thanks our viewers. Make sure you like and share, and we'll come back shortly. Thank you.
Thanks,
bye for
guys.
now.
See ya.
Bye.